I have a couple of items that have been in my booth for a while and they just haven't sold. So I'm going to take them out of my booth. I'm going to give them a makeover and put them back in my booth, and hopefully it will get them sold. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. My name's Melissa. Now let's go ahead and get to these makeovers. Is sort of my pet project. I got this off Marketplace for $10, and my husband was kind of like, I don't know about that table, but I envisioned it in my brain how I wanted it. We sanded the top, and this stain on here was a super dark stain, so it took quite a bit of sanding to get it done. But we sanded the top, and I used a dark green that I got off of the Oops shelf. We really liked the way that the wood came out, so we just used a clear polyurethane on the top, and I just loved it. I loved the way this looked. I thought it would sell quickly. I just thought this was just adorable, and I kind of almost hoped that it wouldn't sell, but at this point, I just really need it to be sold. So yeah, here we are. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this green covered up. I have this plaster color in the Waverly chalk paint, and I'm hoping that this is gonna cover the green without any bleed through, but I'm just gonna try to get this covered up, and let's see how it turns out. I did give this 2 coats of the paint, and around the edges I didn't want to get any paint on that stained wood, so I kind of went in an outward motion so that I wouldn't have any brush strokes. But because it's the chalk paint, if I did get any, I could just easily wipe it off, and it came off very easily. But the 2 coats did cover this green really well. I really love that green color, and I think it looks really good with the warmth of that tabletop, but I guess it's just not a color that's for everybody. So I think this white color will be more of a neutral color and be more appealing to more people. You'll have to let me know in the comments which you prefer, the green or the white. I just feel like the white's going to be more appealing to more people. All right, now that it's painted, I have a 120 grit sandpaper, and I do want to distress it. And so now I'm just going to sand over the edges and just get some distressing done on all of the edges and just get it to looking old and worn. If this is your first time here, I do want to welcome you to my channel. And on my channel, I like to do thrift hauls, thrift flips, shopping hauls. So if that's the sort of content you like, home decor, then I would love it if you would click that subscribe button and click the notification bell, because it does let you know when I upload new videos. Now that I have finished distressing everything, I'm going to seal it real good. And to seal it, I'm going to use this General Finishes water-based top coat in the High Performance Flat. This is a really good top coat. I've used it once and I absolutely loved it. It is self-leveling. It is a really good top coat. So it's very easy to use. If I can use it, anybody can use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this finished with the top coat. You can see in the background, I've been doing quite a bit of work. I've got a lot of stuff on the counter. I just moved booth spaces in the store where I have my vendor booth. So I've been doing a lot of inventory, and this is something that I had taken out of my booth because I had kind of run out of room. So now that I have more room, I definitely wanted to get this back into my booth space. So yeah, that's why I'm getting this done. But General Finishes is something that we do carry in the store. So I will put a link to our store's Facebook page, and it'll be in the description box. So if you are interested in anything about general finishes, you can send us a message on Facebook and we'll be happy to answer any questions. And this is what it looks like now. I think it's pretty. You'll have to let me know what you think. I think this is actually going to be more appealing to more people. So let me know what you think in the comments. Now this is an adorable little bench that I've had in my booth for a while, and I just thought it for sure it would sell like around the holidays for little scarecrows or I don't know, Mr. and Mrs. Claus, but it didn't. So I am just going to give it a little makeover that hopefully will make it more appealing, maybe for a little girl's room, I don't know. So anyway, I'm just gonna give this a little makeover. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster, and I am just going to lightly paint over the wood. I don't want to give it a full coat of paint, so I'm just going to a little bit more than that. I'm just gonna brush the paint on and not give it a full coat. I want it to be I want it to look like weathered wood pretty much. So this is basically what I'm gonna do over each of the little panels of the bench. So this is basically what it's gonna look like. So it's not gonna be a full coat. I'm gonna do this on the top and the bottom of each little panel. And as you can see, I am going pretty light. I figure it's easy to add more than it is to take away. So I'm going pretty light on this first coat. I'm seeing what I think, and then I go back in with another very light coat, and that pretty much gives me the finish that I want. I do the top, the bottom, and in this you can see that I didn't do one coat of the bottom. I forgot to do that, so I did go back and do one coat on the bottom. But here I'm going in with that second coat. The second coat, you can see that I am still getting that weathered wood kind of look, even though I'm going in with a second coat. So this is pretty much the look that I'm going for. And you can see on the bottom, I forgot to do the first coat. So I do go in with 2 coats of that. Once I finish all of that, I take a baby wipe and I go in and I wipe down all of the paint that I got on the metal. It's kind of hard not to get any paint on that metal, but since it's chalk paint, it does come off pretty easily with that baby wipe. Before I do anything else, I do want to go over all of this with a varnish. I want to seal all this in. So I'm going to use the Waverly varnish. The reason I wanted to go ahead and seal all of this in with the varnish was because I am going to do a transfer, and I didn't want to risk that transfer not going down easily on that wood. Transfers do go down on wood and they do go down nicely, but since it's kind of a weird paint job, I wanted to make sure that it goes down really well. So that's why I'm going ahead and doing the varnish. To finish this off, I'm going to put a transfer at the top of the bench, and I'm going to use one of the transfers from this Redesign with Prima pack called Morning Farmhouse, and I will put the link to this pack. I got it from Amazon, and I'll put a link to it in the description box below. If you've never used a transfer, it's very simple. You take the white backing off and lay the image down on your project. I like to go over it first with my hand and with the stick on the whole image, and then you start lifting the plastic off the top and you start rubbing with the stick that comes with each transfer set, and you just rub until the image is down onto the project. Once you've gotten it down fully, then you go back over it with that plastic to ensure that it's down nicely. Then I just go back over it with one, because you do want to seal in that image, the transfer. So I go back over it with one coat of varnish. And this is what it looks like now. I think this is just precious. I think this definitely is an upgrade. This is just so cute. You'll definitely have to let me know what you think in the comments. I think this is going to sell really quickly. Before I close out the video, I do want to share a Bible verse with you, and this comes from Romans chapter 15, verse 13, and it says, "I pray that God, the source of hope, will fill you completely with joy and peace because you trust in Him. Then you will overflow with confident hope through the power of the Holy Spirit." I hope that this speaks to you today, and I do hope that you have a blessed day. I do want to thank you so much for stopping by and watching my videos, supporting my channel. It really does mean so much to me. And if you're new to my channel, again, like I said, if you like thrift makeovers, thrift hauls, home decor, shopping hauls, then I would love it if you would be a part of my YouTube family. Go ahead and click that subscribe button and click the bell button. I don't want you to miss any of my videos. And if you would, go ahead, click that thumbs up button, because your interaction really does help me out with YouTube. And if you want to see more videos like this, then go ahead and check out the boxes you see on the screen right now, and I'll see you next time. Bye.